Many of you seem to share my excitement for the next drop. Or, sorry, the next drop. The one that's coming out in September, the Autumn Forest. And heaps of you gave your opinions in the comment section below. I've compiled some of your opinions, some of my own, and here's my list of what I think desperately needs to be added to this update. Here we go. Most of you, who am I kidding? Basically all of you asked for some sort of deer, bear, new mob of some sort. And whilst I agree, I don't necessarily think it should be a deer or a bear. Or I saw some people recommend a beaver. I think that's leaning too much into the Canada shenanigans, especially since the biome is actually inspired by Michigan. I think they should more so go for a new bird type. Some people have suggested a robin. I personally, in the previous video, suggested a woodpecker. That, along with something similar to the firefly bush, but maybe butterflies? I'm not entirely sure. The next one I've seen plenty of people talk about. However, I just want to nail home, Mojang really needs to add every single feature that they scrapped from the birch forest. And I think the downed logs is a perfect opportunity to add the hollow logs, something I touched on in a previous video. However, hollow logs being added to the game in this biome just fits perfectly. Considering that they are adding the shelf mushroom, I think hollow logs is basically a guarantee. And if they don't do it, it's a huge missed opportunity. Something that I talked about in my previous video that needed to be added has now been confirmed. The leaves will stay their color no matter what biome you place it in. I think that's great. Just wanted to update you here on that. Personally, I like the fact that there's mushrooms everywhere, but add a new mushroom variant. Or have both mushroom variants. Yes, the shelf mushroom sorta counts towards this, but give it something. Give it a little something. I think just having the normal mushrooms on the floor, I guess that's unique, but they could go an extra mile and just have some unique mushroom. Why not add a new thing to the mushroom family? That family has been in desperate need of something. A wood color variation? I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like the poplar tree, but I really think its wood set and its color is such a letdown. With how colorful the biome is, you would expect the wood to sort of reflect it. Unfortunately, it just does not, and it's sort of this creamy gray. And whilst it fills out a section of the block palette, I guess, I think either tweak it to be a bit more colorful or add maple trees to the biome as well, adding a second wood type which is more colorful. I'm not exactly sure what color maple would be, but this could also help with the issue I've seen a few complain about, which is the fact that there are no separate saplings for the different tree colors. If they added the maple, they could give some of the red trees their own sapling, while the other two were the poplar trees. I don't know exactly how that would work with real life, however, it is Minecraft. I think that's a good idea. Leaf color dependent leaf litter. Now look, we know the cherry blossom biome has its own leaf litter, however, I think every single leaf, as suggested by this user here, should have its own leaf litter on the ground. It can't just only be a red leaf litter all over the ground in the Dappler forest when the roof of the forest is so varied. Look, slightly off topic, but we got wool stairs and slabs. Concrete stairs and slabs, guys. It's such a simple step, but I think it would be a massive step for the community. Considering we are finally adding wool stairs and slabs, why not the rest? Ban the turkey from being added to the game, just because a lot of Americans in the comment section have been asking for it. No reason, I just don't want it. And this one we've talked about a little bit already, but adding the archaeology to the abandoned camp. It's just a must. It has to happen. The original concept for archaeology had a camp in it. Why not? Why not do some archaeology around the abandoned camp? I think it's a common sense idea. Whatever mob is added to the Dappler forest, which I think it needs a mob to tie it all together, should be in all other cold biomes, but just more commonly in the Dappler forest. People are sick of biome dependent mobs, and adding features that only some people will ever experience is just not a good idea at this point in the game. I think keep all the cold biomes in the loop with whatever mob Mojang decides to add. That is a good balance, however make it more common in the Dappler forest. I think another important addition to the Dappler forest could be a new berry bush. We have the sweet berry bush in the taiga biome, biome, which is another cool-ish biome. Why not something like a blueberry bush on the ground of the dappled forest? This one is probably less necessary, but at the same time, why not add a food source to this luscious biome? And to round it all out, I think the dappled forest needs some flowers. Some orange, some red, maybe more the orange and yellow spectrum though. We have a pretty popular red flower already. Orange is sort of an unexplored texture. Why not go for it? Some sort of orange flower. I'm not a florist, so I'm not exactly sure what they should add, but some sort of orange flower seems like a necessity on the ground floor. The dappled forest is already shaping up to be an amazing update. However, I think with the additions we've described today, we can take the liveliness of the biome from above and transform it to lively below the canopy as well. Because currently the floor of the dappled forest is as boring as any other forest. Why not make it a lively attraction for exploration, and a generally pleasant biome to be in, unlike some others? And with that, that's all I have for you today. Thank you all for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next Underman 105T video. And actually, just as I'm recording this, I saw that Alex Mix just posted a video about what should be added to the game. We have been posting the same videos recently. Oh well, that's okay. Go watch his video after this one. See if we have any similarities. I did not watch his video before making this. It just came out. I just got the notification for it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.